We're at the Ear Boulder, Ohiopyle State Park, February 25th, 10:08. Sunday, 2024. Youghiogheny River, Dartmouth Rapids, Boulder Field, Fern Cliff. We just hiked down from the Fern Cliff. Took us 45 minutes to get here, which is the fastest way. And my other videos today leading up to this moment show how to get here the quickest. You have to drop down about 3 6-foot drops, but it's not too bad. It's doable. If you're a appreciator of sculpted boulders, the one we're looking at straight ahead of us, huge wing sculpted into the river right here. It's just incredible what the river's done here. You can see countless, hundreds of rounded river rock settle in this area, get swirled around all the boulders right here at Dartmouth Rapids, which I think has some of the best river shoreline sculpted river boulders. This is probably the best. That's the ear right there. There's the wing right there. It's worth it if you can get here. Takes me 45 minutes from the parking lot. The Fern Cliff, big dirt parking lot, closest to the train tracks, closest to the Fern Cliff Peninsula. Okay, this is the famous Ear Boulder, and we're going to go see the other boulders here. There's the G Boulder. We'll not be able to see what the G looks like today, though. It's going to be too hard for us. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting through there. Normally you walk right down there, and the G Boulder, we'll just look at it from afar. You'll have to climb through here today. This area right here where all this water is right down there. Oh, here's another spectacular boulder. But there's 2 trees right there. The left tree closest to the river is right next to the G Boulder. And on the other side of the ridge of that boulder is the pothole that's swirled into the shape of a G. In the same way, if you look at this wing boulder, that may have started out long time ago as a pothole and then potholed its way down into a wing. In the same way, that G Boulder on the opposite side has a pothole which is eroded down to the river and makes a swirling G, letter G. If you look at it, if you're standing where the tree is and you look down on the boulder, you'll see the G. I have a 360 video of it. The 360 video of the Dartmouth Rapids G Boulder, you can look that up. On the other side, not visible right now because the river is 5-6 feet, is another just perfect almost pothole. And then back over here, I think right over here underwater, is the matching nearly round perfect pothole. And then here's another example of of one of these river shoreline boulders that gets beautifully sculpted and grooved. And on the opposite side, right over there, there's another really beautifully grooved boulder. I call it the swoopy boulder. I didn't know better because I'd never gotten over here yet and saw the incredible boulders over here. All right, so there's the G Boulder. We'll pop through here and then we'll see if we can go further. We might not be able to go any further because the river's too high. But that's the Ear Boulder right there. And the Ear Boulder in the back towards the river has the wing on it. And at the base of the wing, you can see how the water's coming in and scooping out right now. It's a nice rounded river. There's rounded river rocks all over, which have been rolled up here by the river, and for years they were part of the grinding. Like this whole back part of the Ear Boulder, you can see all the river rocks and how they've ground into this boulder like they have. And then I guess this crack formed here. Who knows, that's going to fall off someday. But anyways, here's the ear of the Ear Boulder in Dartmouth Rapids, Ohiopyle State Park. Might not be as spectacular as things elsewhere in the world, but it's pretty incredible. This big tree, this fallen tree, we came from that direction about another 30 yards. We came down. There's a couple slots in the cliffs. That's Fern Cliff. Those are the cliffs of Fern Cliff Peninsula. And there's several ways down. The easiest, I'm old, is the one I took. Only has 3 drops. I think 1 4-foot, 1 5-foot, and 1 6-foot drop. So you gotta manage the 6-foot drop and climbing back up. There's so much debris in here that in the old days they could probably climb through here a lot easier. Not now, or not at present, because of all the growth in the area. It's just a little hard to climb through. There's probably another way to climb out right there. The other good thing about hiking in the winter like this, there's less likelihood of getting ticks. Hike in the warmer months and you're... Okay, we're going underneath. This is kind of a shelter place. You probably could shelter here overnight. I don't think too many people shelter in here though. You can see how the river is sculpted. All of these boulders all around here. Normally I hike along the river shore, but I'm forced to go this way today. Much rather do this in the winter, like February, like right now. This big boulder is what's holding this massive pine right here, which began to fall down and it didn't fall all the way down. This big boulder caught it. I think that's how it happened. There's a massive chiseled tree stump over there. It looks suspiciously like a beaver chiseled it, but I don't think so. I don't think this is exactly beaver country. Beaver debris does wash down river here, but I'm not sure. Will we make it here without... I'm pretty sure we can. All right, so this is the big bent tree, which all the kayakers see when they come to Dartmouth Rapids and they wonder what's it like back up in the forest up here, but I found most kayakers don't give a damn about that. They're enjoying floating and navigating. There's quite a boulder here. Yeah. Do not think this is a animal hibernation place. Too much. Oh, look, here's my stick. This is one of my sticks. Maybe the river did bring it here. Maybe the river got up this high. This, in my hand, is a polyurethane stick. Oh, look, there's other beaver trash here. So, beaver trash does settle here. I am holding a river stick that I shellacked, and this is one of the ones that I left. All right, so it now gets left here. There's a little beaver piece of trash here. This is a keeper. Beaver teeth marks. Beaver teeth marks, beaver teeth marks. So it's cleaned off. It's white, generally speaking. Beavers eat off the outer bark. Oh, here's a couple more in here. Here's one. What you do is look quickly at the ends of the sticks. Look for the beaver teeth marks. This one's broken, so it's not so. Oh, kayaker. Dartmouth Rapids. He has no idea that I'm here. We'll record this. 10/21, February 25, 2024. Most likely I'm going to end up going back that way. I think there's going to be water preventing me from getting around this little corner. I'll just go check. Nope, we can get through. Beautiful swoopy boulder there with incredible swoop marks on it. There's the G boulder right there. If I'm more adventurous, I'd climb out there and film it, but it's a little dicey. I like to only do it in the summer, so if I fall in, I don't freeze to death by the time I get back to the car. All right, you can see how beautifully rounded all of the boulders are in front of me. These are the Dartmouth Rapids smooth boulders. That's the G boulder. We just came from the Ear Boulder. The other side of Dartmouth Rapids, up there's the Great Gorge Trail. Above us up there is the Fern Trail. I thought that somebody had picked up the 2 walking sticks, but apparently the river got up high enough and washed them down here. So when the river gets up, looks like about 10-11 feet, then it can wash them down. I think it has to do with the height at different places in the river. Even though back at Ohiopyle the river could be 11 feet, it could be even, for various reasons, higher here, swirling between all these beautifully rounded boulders here at the Dartmouth Rapids, causing their erosion. There's puddles in the oblong potholes on these eroded boulders straight ahead of me here. Ice-covered puddles. This is one of the polyurethane walking sticks I left at the Ear Boulder, and it was washed downstream to here, or may have been carried here, and then the person or hiker who got it decided to leave it here. One way or the other. Human left it here, water moved it down here. Very likely could have been the river. I'll have to come here when it's higher to see if it is the river. A river does swoop through here, because you can see the swooping on the rounded river pebbles and rocks, which together with the sand are what grind and make these grind away the rock boulders. This little passage is underneath the big boulder on which rests the huge, I don't believe it's dead, maybe it's almost dying pine. I think it's a East Coast pine. Oh, here's the other stick. Amazing. Didn't go very far. Must have been the river. There it is. Yeah. My 2 walking sticks didn't go very far. To be left the way they were means that the river did it, not humans. All right, which means that the river gets up this high. Amazing, totally amazing. I left them right here. See, they're polyurethaned. Nobody had come and gotten them, and the river moved one right here, and the river moved one just to the other side of the bent tree. I found it. Dartmouth Rapids, Ohiopyle State Park. Ear Boulder, Ear. Down there's the wing, which is on the same boulder as the Ear Boulder. It's got a wing in the back of its head. There's the wing. You can see right where the wing touches the river. You can see how the river is gouging and how there's this nice rounded river rock in there. It's settled into these areas like here and down there, and together with the swirling of the river and the sand, it gouges away at these boulders at Dartmouth Rapids and makes these beautiful sculpting natural stuff here. This being the most incredible, the Ear Boulder at Dartmouth Rapids, Ohiopyle State Park, Youghiogheny River. I'll leave these here and see how far the river moves them next time.